Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Hedera and Hbar. So with that being said, I hope that you are all having a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are out there in the world. So obviously there's been a ton of big updates being pushed around Hedera, but some of the most recent ones that we are going to be talking about in this video 100% need to be focused on. And if you hold Hbar and if you even hold XRP, this video is a big deal. So let's start off with DeFi. So like I said, putting a spotlight on DeFi initiatives around Hedera, just recently, this has started to really take off. We hit over $200 million in TVL. It continues to be red hot, and it is because of the efficiencies behind it. But today we got a big announcement, or I should say technically yesterday we got a big announcement. And this is actually with Xrp Foundation. We're excited to announce our support of the Xrp Foundation's launch of Xrp Labs, bringing single-sided liquidity provision vaults to the Hedera network, in turn helping boost liquidity throughout the Hedera DeFi ecosystem. This is going to be a game changer, and it's really going to put Hedera on the map in terms of DeFi, and I do think that this is going to unlock a ton of opportunity for the entire ecosystem as a whole, just not, Xrp. But we also have down here, Xrp is at the forefront of automated and optimized liquidity management for DEXs. Their technology enables users to seamlessly provide liquidity across a wide range of token pairs while earning on-chain yield. By dynamically adjusting liquidity positions based on market conditions, Xrp's Yield IQ vaults are designed to maximize returns for liquidity providers while mitigating risk associated with impermanent loss. Through their collaboration with Xrp Labs, users will gain access to Xrp's single token deposit yield IQ vaults, enabling them to participate in a diverse array of liquidity pools across various token pairs. Because it is single-sided, users only need to provide one side of the liquidity pair to earn tokens. Additionally, Xrp further ensures liquidity positions are continuously adjusted to market conditions, enhancing the resilience of Xrp's liquidity pools. Like I said, this is a major move, and I do think that this is really going to put DeFi on the map in terms of Hedera, and it's also going to open up a ton of floodgates. But also, if we go over here, we could see a full breakdown regarding this. So it's obviously going to bolster Hedera's trader experience and market efficiency, but beyond that, all of this is going to allow for the evolution of the DeFi ecosystem as a whole to really kind of take place. I'm very excited about all of this, and also this is right around the V2 launch of Xrp, which did recently happen, but this only adds additional liquidity, additional efficiencies, and really unlocks a ton of opportunity around decentralized exchanges and even DeFi as a whole on Hedera. So very excited about this. I think that this is an absolute game changer, and I really do think that this is going to really awaken the DeFi realm on Hedera in a much larger way. Now also, Elaine Song, who's the ecosystem strategy at Hbar Foundation, put out a post regarding this, and we have a couple thoughts on liquidity. My fave topic, the Hedera ecosystem 3.0 needs to be liquid. If 1.0 was HTS and HSCS, and 2.0 was DeFi building blocks, 3.0 is about ecosystem liquidity, and this is a big one because I just recently talked about this with the AMM on the XRP ledger, right? That is going to awaken a ton of liquidity opportunities for ecosystem players that need liquidity. That's why this is such a big deal as well for Hedera, because this is going to open up those floodgates for any player within the Hedera ecosystem to now acquire proper liquidity around their project, which is a big boost for the entire ecosystem. But we also have getting to each stage is a multi-step process. We have 2.0, and this kind of breaks down pretty much everything that Hedera has behind it so far in terms of wallets, DEXs, things like that. These are crucial things that need to be in place, like custodians as well. But after that, we also have a full breakdown of 3.0, and then also 4.0 is possibly the abstraction of all of this into the embedded finance world. And of course, liquidity being the number one focus here, which, like I said, really kind of goes back to even what I've been saying with the XRP ledger with the AMM. Liquidity is so crucial, especially in the world of tokenization. Now, as we do talk about that, where do I see Hedera in the realm of tokenization? Well, it's very simple, right? Recently, we just got a massive announcement regarding Hedera, Ripple, and a few other players being added to this list, which is the UK Crypto Asset Business Council. Hedera has officially joined them with the likes of Arcix Exchange, Coinbase, Ripple, Uniswap Labs, and other leading institutions to foster Web3 innovation and growth in the UK. Now, as I've said in the past, the UK is at the forefront of the digital revolution, and they wanted to become a crypto hub for a very, very long time. And now it seems as though their vision is coming to life. How do I know this? Well, it's because of what the UK Crypto Asset Business Council really is doing. We have the UK Crypto Asset Business Council champions the UK's crypto ecosystem to support users, investors, and businesses, fostering innovation, consumer protection, and growth through effective policy. We educate policy and decision makers, promote collaboration and best practice among the leading industry players, and advocate for clear regulation. We are committed to trust, integrity, sustainability, and work on behalf of the membership to positively influence the development of the UK's crypto ecosystem. And this is what they do: advocate, educate, connect, research, and elevate. And we have a quote down here, actually, and this is: the UK CBC has been an invaluable platform to expand our network in the crypto world, enabling us to engage in collaborative projects and innovations with other members. The UK CBC not only fosters collaboration and knowledge sharing, but also represents our interests at a policy level. Now, the crucial thing to focus on with all of this is the focus on regulation and policy, the last major step in the road in order to realize in tokenization efforts and digitalization efforts. We also have over here the membership list. Like I said, in terms of the membership list, you could see all of the big players, and Hedera will be added to this list. It is very crucial to understand where we are at right now in terms of the technology layer, because everyone is focused on the bull and bear cycle, but majority of people are forgetting about where we are at in terms of the adoption, implementation, and also the go live stages. Things like this, these moves that are being made by Hedera, they're not like small moves. All of these moves are steps in the right direction around becoming one of the big players at the table. Now, talking about that, right? Let's go over here. This was 4 months ago, when Arcix added Hbar and Xrp to the digital asset ecosystem. Now, it wasn't any other projects. It was just these two digital assets, which I found very interesting, right? Which we're going to go over this. We're going to talk about this a little bit more. Our institutional grade exchange is designed for the professional investor. Arcix is constantly innovating and adding to its products and services, with Xrp and Hbar the latest instruments to be added to the expanding list of trading pairs. So it's very interesting, right? It's just a trading pair. It's just adding two digital assets. But then when we look at a few things, right? Remember Aberdeen, because Aberdeen, they are a big name, right? And under digital assets under their name, because this is an asset management company, we have this thing down here, which is our vision for a digital future. And then we also have investing in the future right now, followed by our digital conviction. We want to redefine what it means to be a modern asset manager. We're making strategic investments in and helping to operate the infrastructure that will determine the digital future. For example, the two names that they added to the list are Arcix and Hedera. Like I said with Arcix, they are an absolute giant as well. We're the largest external shareholder in the UK's first regulated digital asset or digital securities exchange. Arcix allows institutional investors to access blockchain-based digital assets and act as a bridge to the traditional capital markets. Now, mind you, right, Aberdeen, which chose Hedera, which we will talk a little bit more about, is an asset management company. Every single asset management company in a couple years is going to be utilizing DLT. They're going to be tokenizing assets. How do we know this? Because the biggest players at the table, aka BlackRock, for an example, is all in on crypto and all in on tokenization efforts. We have Hedera. We're the first asset manager to join the governing council of this cutting-edge DLT firm. Hedera is at the forefront of developing enterprise-grade technology that will enable the migration of traditional investments onto the DLT ecosystem. And even over here, we have new technologies will change the way we invest, as well as bring the benefits of investing to more people. DLT, a secure way of recording information such as ownership details in a decentralized computer network, will be the foundation of a new financial infrastructure. They are literally telling you, hey, guess what? This will be the new foundation of this new financial system, new financial world, if you will, that is being created. Now, outside of this, like I said, Aberdeen joined the Hedera GC, but they are also all in on tokenization with Hedera. They utilize this for tokenization of real-world assets. And you can actually see that this is fundamentally reshaping traditional finance, bringing unprecedented efficiency, liquidity, and opportunity to legacy markets. Tokenization efforts need liquidity. That's why I do think that these moves around bringing liquidity are big, especially even around the AMM for the XRP ledger. But then we also know that back in October, Arcix wanted to launch a regulated exchange for tokenized assets as well. And that was back in 2023. But this was also with Aberdeen. Outside of this, we also got an update actually regarding the CEO of Arcix. And we have how big is the real world asset market in quarter 4 of 2025. This is from XRP Drops. Now this is regarding XRP and the XRP ledger. This is the CEO of Arcix, $30 to $50 trillion all on the XRP ledger trading on Arcix. And this is at the end of 2025, he's predicting this. Now, do I think that he's a little bit ahead of himself? Sure, he might be. But regardless, right, if we're talking about 30 to 50 trillion on just the XRP ledger, imagine how much will be moving over Hedera. Imagine how much will be moving over Stellar. I always focus on this because that's the number one thing that I focus on. How much money is going to be moving through this market on these networks? Because that's the true network effect. You think that Bitcoin, having retail individuals investing into just Bitcoin, is a massive network effect? Imagine tokenizing trillions of dollars and creating a new asset class and an entirely new market on these networks that are trading 24/7, 365, moving trillions of dollars every single day. Because that's the future that we're headed towards. The total market is $1.4 quadrillion. Across any of those asset classes, they're all starting to move on-chain already. Money market funds, tokenized treasuries, the support for stablecoins, the DTCC, which is moving $2.4 quadrillion worth of securities per year. Think about how big this world is becoming in terms of tokenization. But listen closely.
No, well, I'm probably a bit more bullish, but I have been for 6 years and we're slightly behind my original projections. But the total market is 1.4 quadrillion, everything that's ever out there. And if you start looking across any of those asset classes, they're all starting to move on-chain already. And the ease with which we've seen people interested in money market funds, tokenized treasuries, and those types of instruments, the support for stablecoins, when you're talking about replacing cash, when I see DTCC, Euroclear, Clearstream, it only takes one of them to flip onto natively digital, and that's trillions of assets on its own that move. So, tens of trillions, I think we could see. And bearing in mind it's 1.4 quadrillion, this is still a tiny slice of a huge market. 30 to 50 trillion, all on XRP, all trading on Artex.
Here we go, $50 trillion. 2 years from now, Ripple, Twitter will replay the...
Now, of course, like I said, is he ahead of himself a little bit with this prediction? Probably. But it doesn't matter, right? It just shows you how bullish tokenization really is becoming, though, and how much, money's here. If you have just a few players going live with tokenization efforts, you're talking about trillions instantly on chain. But also, as we look into this, we know that Ripple has been behind tokenization efforts heavily in the UK specifically. A monumental effort from all at Ripple and ICBS in pulling together a hugely successful tokenization policy summit backed by the right policy framework, and with industry leaders coming together to agree on a holistic approach. Tokenization will not just benefit capital markets, but drastically transform the UK, European, and global markets. And again, this is all around policy makers, regulatory makers. Like at the end of the day, I go back to the UK CBC and look at the players on here, look at what their approach is, look at what they're trying to do. This is all around the new financial system, essentially, that is happening. It's becoming a reality. Aberdeen is even telling you that DLT will be the foundation of a new financial infrastructure. This is all happening while majority of the space is still asleep looking at meme coins and talking about what next meme coin is going to 1000x. Guys, over time, when we really look at this space is going to grow 1000x, but these meme coins are going to be left in the dust. Why? Because regulations are going to change the entire way this entire space works. Meme coins will cease to exist once regulations are in place. Now, do I think that we have a little bit of time left until that is the case? 100%. But I am prepared for the future as well as, prepared for now and tomorrow and next week, because I know how big this space will be eventually. I have zero doubt on this technology because I know how disruptive it is. I know how efficient it is. And almost every single player is also telling us this as well. So, with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because I'm free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.